Good morning. Someone's taking a pee. Oh my goodness. I'm looking at my garden and I'm seeing, it is raining. I'm looking through the garden and I'm seeing some things growing. Yeah, look at these little flowers. These are some of the flower seeds that are finally growing and popping up. There's another one right there, right here, right there, and right here. So I have this mixed flower mix. It's great for hummingbirds, attracting hummingbirds and butterflies. This lupine mix, this is a perennial, which means it comes back every year, so that'd be cool. This mixed flower blend is an annual, which means it's only going to last this season, so it's not going to grow back next year. So I'm going to mix these up, pour them down, and we're going to see what happens. All right, we are going to throw this remaining seeds on this garden bed, and we're going to do the same process. Pop the seeds on, put some dirt on top, and then we're going to water them. Hello guys, it is Monday afternoon, 12:27. My allergies are still killing me, but we're gonna go outside and we're gonna finish building this fence for my garden. I didn't show you guys the process of me inserting all of the T-posts into the ground because quite honestly it was raining a lot, but I still wanted to get it done because I just want to get this all done this week so I can start putting my plants outside. Because if you don't know, which is what I've learned from two older women, they told me that the good rule of thumb when it comes to putting your plants outdoors is Mother's Day. After Mother's Day, you should be good in terms of, especially in this area, where I'm in zone 6A. If you don't know your zone, you can easily just look it up online because I knew nothing about this stuff. I looked it up online. The chance of frost or the likelihood of there being like a cold front that comes and like brings the temperatures down extremely low, which is going to result in your plants dying, more than likely is unlikely at this point. So the good rule of thumb, like I said, is after Mother's Day, the risk of that is gone. So Mother's Day is coming up, so I think I should be fine. I want to get this all done, set up, so I can just get the soil, get my garden beds, and start transferring things outdoors. So today we're going to put the fence up. Like I said, the T-posts are all in. I'm very proud of myself for doing it. It was a lot of digging. My daughter helped me. She was just in the area while I was doing it, but I'm happy that she's involved in this process so she can see how things start and like the result. This morning she woke up and she was like, oh, we're gonna put the fence up today because she understands. But yeah, we're gonna do it together. I'm gonna put you guys on my tripod today so you guys can see me actually attaching the fence to the T-post. This process I'm assuming should be easy, but I'm not too sure. Fingers crossed it's an easy process, but yeah, we're gonna do that today. This is the chicken wire that we will be putting around on the T-post to create the fencing. It's 48 inches high, so that's 4 feet, and it's 50 feet in length. So 48 inches high, so 4 feet, and then there's 50 feet of this. And I got this 7-inch diagonal pliers, which is what we'll be using to cut everything. The chicken wire has been unraveled. Just make sure you have protective gloves. These are from a brand called DeWalt. I asked the guy there and he just pretty much said that I need to make sure that there's some type of padding on this. So I got these, what are they called? Outdoor cable ties, like zip ties, and we're gonna pretty much use this to attach the chicken wire to the T-post. Okay, that's attached. Hey y'all, it's Saturday. I left you guys hanging all week because I just didn't feel like vlogging. But, oh, and it was a rainy ass week, so I just didn't, I was doing a lot, but it was just gloomy and I just didn't really have the energy to, what am I trying to say? Yeah, I didn't have the energy to record or do anything, but I did do a lot of work in terms of my garden. So I'm going to show you guys what has been going on. So I went ahead and separated all of the plants because it was time to remove them from the little small cell that the seed started growing in, because it was just time. So I took them out and I got these are skewers, like skewer sticks, and I just used some twine and I tied them. But I'm just going to let them sit and chill for the next 2 weeks, keep watering them until I feel like they are strong enough to be transplanted outside. I feel like that's going to be at the end of May. So I have some down here. I have a lot going on, y'all. And honestly, the reason that I decided to do so many is because you never know if some are going to die, some are not going to last. So at least I have a lot, and whatever seems like it's the strongest, I'm going to put them outdoors to start growing and developing. And I have so much, I might give some away. But yeah, that is what's going on indoors with my vegetable and fruit and herb garden. So now let me show you guys what I did outside. I sound nasally because your girl has horrible allergies and it's starting to feel like I'm getting sick. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna show you guys what I did outside. I left off showing you guys me building the outdoor garden, and it's fully built. I did all of this myself. I put all the T-posts in, I put the chicken wire up, and I created a stone walkway. I talk about all this more in depth on my TikTok, so go follow me on TikTok. But it looks beautiful, so I'm gonna go outside and show you guys how it looks. Here it is, guys. So this is all installed. So it's the entire perimeter. It's like 30 feet long. This is my cut flower garden that I am hoping grows and flourishes. It looks like it's doing pretty well. These were all planted maybe 3 weeks ago and they're sprouting really nicely. And here is my rock. This is my rock path that I installed. I show the entire process on TikTok, and I installed these moss patches because I want to give it like a whimsical garden vibe. Once everything starts growing and all the flowers are here, and I want to get an archway, like an arch trellis, because I'm going to need some sort of arch trellis for the cucumbers and the what else needs a trellis? The cucumbers and the pumpkins are going to need a trellis. So I'm envisioning that this is going to be a green lush oasis. But yeah, this is what's going on in this area. I also went to a nursery today and I picked up some flowers because I do want to plant some flowers. A lot of them are annuals. Some of them claim that they can be perennials as well, but you know, I'm just going with the flow and figuring all of this out. I got marigolds because apparently those are really good for repelling against insects, which you need, and I'm going to need a lot of them in my garden. And I got some flowers as well that I want to plant in this particular garden in the backyard. because you need to attract pollinators to your garden so that your fruits and vegetables can bear fruit. Like your fruit and vegetable plants can bear fruit. So it's a lot of logistical things that you have to keep in mind. But once you know like the main components, it's not really that hard. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do now is start planting some flowers in the front, and I'm going to plant some things in the pots so I can put those in my front on my front deck. So we're gonna do that together. Here's one of the pots that I planted. These are supposed to, you see these little bulbs, they're supposed to bloom. Planted these are lilies, they've been growing. And I planted this as well. This is identical to the other one that I showed you guys. And I planted this as well.